Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Today we're talking about basil and comparing fresh basil versus dried basil. Dried basil is really good for using in cooked foods like soups and stews and sauces, or even putting it on meat. And you want to add that to your food early on in the cooking time and when you're using the dried basil, and that will allow it time to rehydrate and flavor the food that it's in. Now, if you have fresh basil that you want to use, it's very delicate and the flavor is more mild than that of dried because it's not dehydrated, and so that flavor will dissipate quickly if you add it early on in a food. So when you're cooking foods with fresh basil, we usually add the fresh basil toward the end of cooking time, and that will keep it from losing its flavor, and it will be enjoyed the most that way if you add it toward the end of cooking time. Now, if you want to add fresh basil to a fresh food that is not going to be cooked, like a salad or a slaw or something like that, go ahead and add that basil in there, and even if it's several hours early, because that will allow that flavor time to infuse in the rest of the food. That way you'll enjoy the most out of your fresh basil that way. Now, if you're trying to convert one or the other, if a recipe calls for dried basil and all you have is fresh, 1 part of dried is equal to 3 parts of fresh, and vice versa. 3 parts of fresh is equal to 1 part of dry. So if you're trying to convert, just remember that 3-to-1 ratio, and that way it'll keep you from adding too much dried basil if you're converting from fresh down to dry. Well, I do hope this helps. This is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Bye for now.